Okay, I'm gonna be ranking Doctor Who season two. This is from memory, okay? This is just based on what stuck with me, what I can recall. Note that two-parters are gonna be considered one episode. Get ready to fight me. Let's go. Coming in at number 10 in last position, The Idiot's Lantern. Listen, this was the first time on Doctor Who that I was bored. Okay, I was like, what is going on? The villain lady, The Wire, she was like, I'm hungry, hungry. I'm like, go eat something then. So it was just a lot going on that wasn't really engaging. I wasn't really about it here. Coming in at number 9, we had Fear Her. Listen, the idea was cool. I think the idea was actually like it could go somewhere, but the execution was not. It didn't go all the way. And I think it also suffered from, the acting wasn't strong enough. And I think putting the little girl as the main and putting that, her as the, like, having her as that main role, I think it was a big risk and it didn't pay off. Next up at number 8, Love and Monsters. Low key enjoyed this idea, this whole concept of Linda and them coming together, but it felt like a director's cut, like a director's special thing, something you would include as an extra thing, a mini-sode. That's how it felt. I think the Absorbaloff as a villain was just, I mean, come on. So I think that's what it suffered from. But Linda as a whole, I think Linda will rise again. Linda is fun, so it was cute. Next up at number 7 is New Earth. New Earth, Cassandra carried. Cassandra was the highlight for me. I thought it was great comedy acting from Billie Piper, from David Tennant. That whole switcheroo was fun. I loved the shady nuns concept, what they were doing and the idea of it, and sort of the morality of it. But I think there's just so much going on in the episode. I just think it didn't get there all the way for me. Just focus on Cassandra. Next up at number 6, Tooth and Claw. It was engaging. It was, a great setup for Torchwood. I think the Queen Victoria was so strong. The acting was so strong. I remember a lot of the lines, not my word, and not amused, and all of that stuff. I think it was fun, and it was sort of like kind of cinematic in a way. Then running around the werewolf. I remember a bunch of it, and it set up events for like later. So that was fun. At number 5, we have The Age of Steel and the Rise of the Cybermen, or just Rise of the Cybermen. It was movie level. This was a movie. It was high stakes. It was very memorable. The Cybermen, of course, they've come back so many times. Great villain, But at the time, I was really impressed with what they did. The ending, didn't love the ending. We know about that, but John Lumick, I remember a lot of it. So that says a lot. At number 4, we have School Reunion. Sarah Jane carried. Okay, it was so heartwarming. The ending scene, with her getting canine, was so good. The villains, the Equalitarians, I think that part was a bit meh for me. But Anthony Head was really strong here. But I think not even knowing who Sarah Jane was at the time, and it still held up so much. So that's why I think the episode was so strong. I think it was a great performances, great mix with the companions fighting and all of that stuff. True comeback, and I think it's one of those that stands the test of time. Number 3, this is podium now. We have The Impossible Planet and The Satan Pit. I love this two-parter. I really love this two-parter. I love the twist. I remember that was one of my favorite things. It was mystic. It was very scary. At this point in Who, this was a scary episode. It was so good. The Ood coming in at the beginning, the whole Ood concept, not knowing what was going on. All of it was such a fun sort of, scary thing. The ending being up in the air and stuff like that. There was so much going on. I loved this two-parter. Last 2 spots. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Number 2. Army of Ghosts and Doomday. Listen, this was the crowning point of the season. This was everything. This was Rose starting off saying the day I died, Bad Wolf Bay, all of it culminating in that. The ending was fire, sad. It was iconic. It was the moment we returned to. I remember that moment so well because it was so sad. I cried So it was just a very strong two-parter. It was a great moment set up for the next season, and then kind of breaking things apart to start anew, all of it. And the number one spot, you already know, The Girl in the Fireplace. This was hands down the best episode of the season for me. No contest. It doesn't even come close. This was so good. I thought it was a feast for the eyes. This was just appreciating the time period, the makeup, the costumes, the design, the masquerade of it all. It was a beautiful story, the music, the acting, just putting it all together. I thought it was a work of art. I thought it was such a good episode, like standalone on its own. You can just pluck that out and put that there, as this is just, it was so good. I thought it was such a defining point. There you have it. What do you think of my ranking? Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? Don't try it with Girl in the Fireplace. Don't try it. That is number one. No contest. You don't dare fight. Okay.